Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I will be starting a new series going through this art journal. This is Bless This Mess by Kelly Gadsden. I featured it in my art journal collection video, so there I mentioned that I had completed a couple of prompts, but not a lot. So today I'm going to be starting to work my way through it. If you are unfamiliar with it, it is a faith-based art journal similar to Wreck This Journal or Create This Book. So here is the first prompt that I will be doing. I got out some scrapbook letters for this one. So pretty much it was like an A to Z gratitude, like thankful list. And I am just going ahead and sorting out all of these scrapbook letters to find all of them from A to Z. And this was a little bit of a challenge. I thought that I had more than I actually did. So pretty much I was not going for any rhyme or reason with these letters. I was just kind of scattering them randomly, and I just wanted to like evenly fill up the page. And also, if you can notice, my G is actually a 9 because I couldn't find a G, or maybe I didn't try hard enough, but that's alright. So here I'm using some mild liners in my cup of markers to the left, and I am just kind of adding in all these different things that I am grateful and thankful for with different colors to kind of just fill in the page with a bunch of different patterns, different fonts, different colors and stuff like that. I began by matching them to the letter, but later on I just kind of ignored that and went with whatever color I hadn't really used. And after I initially wrote down all of the different words, I continued my doodles and writing just with adding more lines, doodles, other different things to kind of just fill in the page and fill up the space in between all of the different words. And for some reason, I just decided to add some pen to it. I don't know, I felt like it needed some more fine lines in it compared to the rest of the markers. So I added some more doodles with this pen, and then I am just continuing to go through here. I found that lots of my stickers didn't have good enough like adhesive stuff on the back of it, so I had to glue lots of them on, which was a little bit annoying. But after I got that figured out, I am just continuing this. So this next page references Colossians 2 verse 2, and it says to sew hearts onto this page. So I got out some different felt colors and embroidery floss. I was going for a very bright and vibrant color scheme for this, and I chose 3 different colors. So I have pink, blue, and green, and then I'm just going through and cutting out all these different heart shapes. I started out by not really thinking this through, and I didn't fold the heart in half to make them symmetrical at the beginning, and then I quickly realized that there's a much easier way to do this, and I should remember that from going to elementary school. But after that I glued them on because I knew that I wasn't going to sew all of them onto the page because that would probably take me hours, and I wasn't really interested in doing that. So I am just taking out my embroidery floss now and getting that ready to sew. So I am just kind of doing different types of techniques to sew on some of the hearts. So I have like a whip stitch on one and just like a classic sewing one. I did this kind of star shape on one of them, and honestly I thought this was going to be not as time consuming as it was already, and I felt like I was kind of being a bit lazy with this, and my sewing skills weren't the best. But then again, I was also sewing through paper, which makes it a lot more challenging, and I felt like it was just difficult to get it to look nice enough. And then once you already poked a hole in there, you couldn't really poke a hole right beside it, or else the paper would get ruined. And then on one side I sewed through 2 separate papers, so I kind of lost a prompt there, but that's all right. I'm alternating between different colors of the embroidery floss and just playing around with different techniques. once that was all done, I got out these Tombow markers and I realized that my pink one is unfortunately all dried out, and I'm just writing out the verse that this page references on there with the calligraphy pen in yellow. And then with some Crayola Super Tips, I am adding these like sewing lines type of thing around here to look like I did more sewing than I actually did. I'm using similar colors to all of the hearts with felt, and then I'm just coloring in some of the empty space in between to fill up the page. Initially, I wasn't super happy with how this page turned out, for obvious reasons with my lack of sewing and just kind of how sloppy it looked, but once I added in all of the different colors and textures and the lettering, I think the page turned out pretty good.
It's a beautiful morning, don't throw it away. If I gave you the sunset, you wish for the rain. Do you even notice what I'm trying to say?
So those were the 2 pages that I did on camera for today, but then I also have 2 other ones that I did off camera that I actually featured in my art journal collection book video, but I'm going to show you them again because it didn't have a dedicated video to it. So this first one, I think these are a bunch of my favorite verses. I can't really remember what I did on here, and then I cut out these separate words, made a design with them, and then I did some doodling in the background with a white Jelly Roll gel pen, I believe, and all the different verses are in different colors, so you can kind of distinguish between them all. And the second page is fill this page with florals and watch it bloom. I think that was the prompt. And then I just did this all with Crayola Super Tips, my go-to markers for any art journal. I love them so much. They are really inexpensive and there's great colors to them. And then I just added some further details with a very fine black pen just to kind of make it look more doodly, and I think it really made the page look a lot better. And then in the corner I just have the verse that this page references and recommends to read. And those are all of the 4 pages that I'll be showing you for today. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I'd love to hear your feedback and also chat with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have not seen my other art journal videos, I have a plethora of different types. I have Create This Book, a bunch of other like final flip throughs and stuff like that, so I will leave some links down below if you guys are interested. So have a great day and I will see you next time.
Beautiful morning.